In this video, we will cover the basics of log files, what they are, how log events are generated, and how you can collect and store them on the NXLog platform. A log file is a record-keeping file that contains a sequence of events or messages generated by an application, system, or device. These messages are known as log entries or log events. Each log entry in a log file typically includes a timestamp, a severity level like info, warning, or error, and a message describing the activity or issue. Log formats can vary depending on the system or application generating them. Common formats include JSON, XML, plain text, and Syslog. Logs are generated by nearly every component in an IT environment. These includes operating systems such as Windows, Linux, and macOS, applications like web servers, databases, and mail servers, network devices including routers, switches, and firewalls. On my screen, we can see log files from an NGINX web server, which are stored by default in the var log NGINX directory. Logs can be stored in a variety of ways depending on the use case. They can be stored locally on the source system, in databases, on a centralized log server, or forwarded to SIEM and log analytics solutions such as Splunk, Chronicle, Microsoft Sentinel. Logs can also be stored on the NXLog platform. The NXLog integration guide helps you configure the NXLog agent to collect and forward logs from different sources. Let's look at a practical example of log collection. Earlier, I showed an example of log files generated from an NGINX web server. These are the access and error log files generated by NGINX. We can run a tail to check the recent entries in these log files. Using the steps from the NXLog integration guide for collecting NGINX logs, I have created a configuration instructing the agent to collect the error log and the access log, store them on the platform, and also write them to a local file as JSON. Here is the configuration. I have also added the optional directive prettyprint to the XMJSON module, which specifies that the generated JSON should be pretty printed for easy reading. Now, I will apply the configuration to the agent so we can view the results, both on the local file and within the NXLog platform. We can see some events are being forwarded. I have instructed the agent to write the access and error logs to files stored in the following directory. Files have been generated. We can run a tail on these files to see the recent entries in them. On the platform, we can also see that the files have been sent to the platform. In conclusion, log files are essential for monitoring, troubleshooting, auditing, and ensuring security. Using the NXLog agent, we can collect these logs and forward them to any destination and format of our choice. Thank you for watching.